What up, what up, what up? Dímelo, dímelo. Y'all already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho. Yesterday on the Boxing Voice, and shout out to the Boxing Voice, Eddie Hearn was a guest, and Eddie Hearn was alluding on the status of the relationship, the partnership that they have with Devin Haney, Devin Haney's promotions and things of that nature. Now, we all know the media has alluded that Devin Haney is a free agent. Even I made a video, after the Hoya and Floyd fight, because of course Bill Haney have stated in Punch Drunk Boxing on my channel that he will become free. I mean, that was going to be the last fight that they had with Matchroom Boxing with Hoya and Floyd, right? So, of course, I alluded, just like many alluded, that Devin Haney is a free agent. But you know what? I was wrong. Devin Haney is not a free agent because Devin Haney is a boss. Now, let's be honest. When we look at Dallas Cowboys and his owner, Jerry Jones, we don't say he's a free agent. He's an owner. I mean, when we look at Michael Jordan, we don't say that Michael Jordan is a free agent. We say he's the owner of the Charlotte Hornets. You feel me? Even when Oscar De La Hoya, when he established Golden Boy Promotions, we ain't look at him as a free agent, who's going to sign next and things of that nature. We looked at him as a boss of Golden Boy Promotions, and now he's a boss. The same thing with Floyd Mayweather when he established his Mayweather Promotion, when he left Top Rank and established Mayweather Promotion and did his partnership with Golden Boy and things of that nature. We called him as a boss. So he's no longer a free agent. So why do we want to refer Devin Haney as a free agent? Nah, he's a boss. Devin Haney is a boss. And instead of asking the question, who is he going to sign to? Who's going to sign under? Because, of course, we want to see him versus Teofimo Lopez. So, or is he going to sign with Top Rank and Bob Arum? Is he going to sign, if he's going to sign with Golden Boy to make the Ryan Garcia fight? Is he going to sign whoever? Is he going to sign the PBC Al Heyman to make the Gervonta Tank Davis fight? And you know what? No, he's not a free agent. It's not about Devin Haney signing under a Top Rank, under a Golden Boy, under PBC or things of that nature, Mayweather Promotions. Nah, the question is, who is willing to partner up with Devin Haney? Who is willing to become a partner with Devin Haney, a partner? Ladies and gentlemen, look, and shout out to Bill Haney too for molding his son to become a boss. They walked in this industry, in the sport industry, in the boxing industry, as an independent contract, to put it that way, as an independent unit. They came prepared to be bosses in the sport of boxing. I mean, they're not gonna go backwards. I mean, I'm not going to say that it's bad to be under. Well, at this point for them, they can't. He's molded to be nothing less than a boss. And I respect that. This is when you do have, a pops. Who said this one time? I think in the interview, or Dame Dash said, you hustle for your last name. And that's the epitome of hustling for your last name. I mean, and it's true. I remember Bill Haney was trying to explain to Samson Promotion, like, you have all these fighters under you, but did you show them how to become their own boss? I mean, Javier Fortuna, for how long he's been under you? For how long this fighter been under you? He was alluding there, and I'm like, yo, it's for real. I mean, we should have highlighted that, more. You understand? We want to hustle for a last name, and we want to establish ourselves as entrepreneurs, as owners, empowering our, our business, or empowering ourselves. You feel me? And I think that's the way that you should mold, especially in this game, which is a gangster's playground. You gotta watch everything, bro. Somebody's always trying to take money away from you. Somebody's always trying to shortcut you, short end you, and things of that nature. Pause. But you understand what I'm trying to say. So the question is not who Devin Haney is going to sign under. Who's Devin Haney going to sign with? A boss is not a free agent, and Devin Haney should be respected as a boss, just like we respected Oscar De La Hoya, just like we respect right now Canelo Alvarez as a boss. Canelo Promotions doing this thing in Mexico. I mean, he could partner up. And this is one thing that you got to give kudos to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is not trying to, he's highly respected as a guy of all boxers. Even Keyshawn Davis was, had an interview where he was saying how Eddie Hearn, he has a lot of respect for Eddie Hearn, because Eddie Hearn is a promoter, is a boxer's promoter, is a fighter's promoter. He don't want you to be under him. He wants you to be beside him. He wants you to be partners up with him. You feel me? Just like Canelo Alvarez, he's feel comfortable with Eddie Hearn. Just like Anthony Joshua feel comfortable with Eddie Hearn. Just like Devin Haney gave him a chance to partner up with him, not to feel like you less than. And I'm not saying because you sign under a promotion you feel less than, but I'm just saying when you come into this boxing world and you want to be certified a boss, and a lot of fighters are starting to believe in it. The fathers and their whoever's helping them become a professional athlete, a professional boxer, is teaching them the game. And I think in the past, this is the evolution of boxing. It might not be the skills, but the evolution of boxing is the boxers understanding this business, understanding their value from the beginning. It's happy that there's a lot of young fighters, and kudos to the Al Haymans of the world that have established fighters into becoming their own bosses and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say it's not a grind. You still got to grind. You still got to invest in yourself. You still got to invest in promoting yourself, because of course, when you cut the middleman, when you cut the promotional company, you still got to do what you got to do as a promoter, and promote yourself, and really got to invest in your money and things of that nature. You feel me? So I think Devin Haney, who has had a lucrative career already, his purses is more than a lot of people, even veterans in the league. I mean, what? In boxing, they have, their last fight was $3 million. The fight before with Gamboa was $3 million. Those are very, very great purses for a 22, 22, not going to be 23-year-old. That's very, very, that's very, very good. And it's good that guys that paved the way for fighters to think like that, like Oscar De La Hoya, who empowered himself, just like Floyd Mayweather, who empowered himself. The evolution in that has become apparent, and Devin Haney has followed that movement, that evolution, and kudos to his pops. You feel me? Kudos to his pops. And now we see a lot of young fighters, even younger. At the age of 18, we got the who else we got? We got Kid Austin, where he's establishing his own business. Keyshawn Davis, the businessman, you feel me? He's establishing his own business. A lot of fighters are getting to know this social media, is getting to know the business of boxing. Boxing is changing. They're trying to change the dinosaur business model. And I think that, I'm not gonna say that Devin Haney is not going to partner up with anybody else, because I do believe that he's still a young promoter. DHP is still young, and I think that they still, Canelo Alvarez is still doing a partnership with Matchroom. I think they're young. I don't think they still got the muscle, but they're in the right approach. They probably don't got the muscle yet, but of course, because they're still young in the company and still young in boxing, and their net worth need to be more. You feel me? But I think that people need to stop rephrasing Devin Haney as a free agent and just call him as what he is, a boss. You feel me? He's a boss. And I hope that a lot of fighters, you got Teofimo Lopez now that he got takeover promotion, you know what I'm saying? Boss up. Everybody is bossing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that Devin Haney, it's time for people to rephrase, especially Devin Haney, who is his own boss. He's not with nobody right now. Rephrase him as a boss. He's not a free agent. He's only gonna partner up. He's only going to partner up with people believing the brand is going to partner up with him. He ain't going to be under nobody. And of course, you want that type of freedom in our lives. You all want to be bosses. We all claim, a lot of people claim that they're bosses, but you got to work your ass off, hustle for your last name, and create that type of environment with your family to become bosses. Understand this game if you're getting into boxing. So let me know what y'all think. Leave a comment at the bottom. You already know. Subscribe to the channel. This is about empowering. This is about motivation and inspiration, because where he at right now is a 22-year-old getting $3 million a purse is inspirational. So leave your hating on us to the side or whatever. I feel like all boxers should empower themselves, because there's a lot of money there's a lot of people there's a lot of hands in the cookie jar trying to take away from a lot of these boxers. And the thing that I see in boxing is that boxers don't understand their value, and also people in the sport of boxing is keeping you from knowing your value. You understand what I'm trying to say? So have a great team, and also learn the business. If you're a parent in boxing and the amateur, learn this business. Do not come to this business blind, bro, because they will take advantage of the parent as well. So do what you got to do, man. I love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.